Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all other social media platforms. Hey Pal, What's New can be found on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all other podcast locations. Or check us out at sackofsin.com or heypalwhatsnew.com. Warning, Hey Pal, What's New contains explicit content. John, Alex, and Greg are a pair of vulgar Gen Xers. If you are easily offended, please stop listening and go download a nice tame podcast like
The Multiverse Fancast.
You have been warned.
Breathe deep, everybody. Breathe deep. I've had this nipple piercing since 1990, and it still itches every once in a while. Isn't that weird?
I've had mine out. It still itches every once in a while.
My taint inches. What does that mean? Anyway, hey, everybody. It's
Crabs.
Hey Pal, What's New?
It's crabs.
That's always my answer for everything. By the way, I'm Greg, and that's John Alex over there. Yeah, that's anytime somebody's itching, like both Manal and Violet had like mosquito bites from the party, and they're like, oh, it's really itchy. I don't know. I'm like, crabs, scabies, AIDS.
Well, I was gonna say that's like what it's like. I don't feel good. It's like AIDS.
Yeah, everybody's got.
It's nice knowing you.
Everyone's got AIDS.
Hey.
AIDS. It's okay.
You got it out.
My cousin's died of AIDS. It's all right. Anyway, here's a fucking shiner for you. Greg's in a really good mood today. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry we're late.
Yeah, we're late because, someone had to purge a little bit.
I love that. I love that you go in the middle of all of it. You're like, fuck it. You pull off your jacket and you throw it down. I was like, oh, he's taking his coat off
I
now.
took my fucking Adidas off. Shit's getting hot. Anyway, yeah, so we're at the CCC. We made it through a short week.
Who are you calling short?
I'm calling myself short.
Whatever, they're Wolverine.
Comic accurate Wolverine.
Schnicka.
Is what size is comic accurate Wolverine?
I don't know. Isn't Wolverine like 5'6"?
They make him sound like he's tiny, and I'm like, oh, I'm 5'8". I'm not really fucking. Hey, look, at least I'm not like my girlfriend's ex. He's like
5'3".
5'3". Okay.
And fucking Hugh Jackman's 6'3", so he's a full foot taller than Wolverine's supposed to be.
Yeah, but only fucking comic book nerds like ourselves. Like, he's not really comic accurate.
I don't care.
I don't think I'd want to see comic.
Well, that's why they talked about Dan Radcliffe doing it because he's fucking jacked as fuck.
I'm still for it,
and he's 5'5".
I'm still for Hugh Jackman. Fucking Daniel Radcliffe. Let Harry Potter. You could be a Wolverine too.
Kate and I started watching the first Harry Potter last night because of that TikTok I showed you.
Oh.
I was like, now I feel like watching it. We put it on. I was like, wow, the special effects in this are fucking horrible.
They haven't aged well. I mean, full disclosure, I haven't really watched
the special effects in that. I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. It's like when you look at something and you definitively know it's green screen.
Oh boy.
And I told her, I was like, it's just really weird to watch this because I went to go see that movie in Cortland Town Center.
Okay.
With Yankee.
Wow.
Because it was one of those, like, Yankee used to call us up and be like, hey, what you doing, man?
Dude, our buddy Rick Yankee, man.
And now he was getting pussy and he fucking doesn't, you don't hear from him. Cheap Yankee.
Oh, man, Shevitz. How many fucking times with that kid?
Oh.
I love that kid to the day is long, but he was always good as far as like, man, I want to go see a movie. He'd be like, I'll go see it with you.
Yep.
So
he's always looking to do something. Now he's got a fucking woman. And
it's the minute he got a woman, man. All of a sudden he fucking bailed. All the times we took him, Valentine's Day is his birthday. He goes, sorry, I got to think. Anyway, but we love you, Rick. Please come back. We haven't seen you since
come back.
We haven't seen your sexy body since that fucking.
I don't know.
Comic thing or whatever.
Yeah, when was the last time we saw Yankee?
When we did the appearance with Tully.
Yes,
yeah, he came and hung with us, which was great. It was so awesome seeing him. But anyway, yeah, so we might as well start it the way we always do, man. How was your week? What's new with you there?
Dude, my head is still
sweet potato pie.
Being back at work is like
it's
weird. It's you know what it is? I'm just not used to my schedule is like go, and then all of a sudden it's like, and now you have a break for lunch. and then you got to get back to going. And like, I'm right through 1 through 6, and then it's like lunch 7. So I'm like, and I sit down, and then I have class again 8th, and I'm like, I don't even want to stand up right now.
That's tough.
It hurts.
Well, at least you don't have a lunch period where it's like 10 a.m. Like sometimes some of the kids have those. You're like, what the fuck?
Well,
you know?
I got to ask my students on Monday, tomorrow, because there was a TikTok I was watching, the teacher comedians TikToks.
Yeah.
There's like a group of teachers that do stand up.
Wow.
And they sit around and have a podcast where they also tell stories of shit that happened at school.
Ooh.
And the one lady's telling us, she's like, man, the kids one day, they got the sub with the Where's Andy? Do you know Where's Andy?
No.
It's a kid, and the kid runs up to the door and just goes, oh, no, Andy's coming. Andy's coming. And all the kids fall on the floor and pretend like they're toys. And they go, they wouldn't get up. They went and got another teacher, and the teacher's like, all right, kids, come on, get up. And they wouldn't move. And they went and got the principal and brought the principal in. And the principal was like, what is going on here? You need to get back in your seats.
It's good to see that kids are still being assholes even to this day. I mean, I was going to bring a little...
Back in the days when I was young. God damn it, we're old.
There was I don't know if you remember it. There was a period where you'd be sitting in class in good old Mayapack High School, which we were talking about. I'll get into mine too. But there was that time where you'd be sitting in class, and all of a sudden, 2 or 3 guys would break in with Spider-Man masks and pretend to shoot webs and run back out, and nobody knew who they were.
Spider-Man.
Nobody knew who they. I remember sitting on the auditorium. I knew exactly who they were. I'm still friends with them to this day. Good old Jeffy Terranova.
Yep.
And those guys, because they were wearing a fucking hardcore T-shirt, and somebody's like, in Mayapack High School, they're like, I know who that fucking kid is. Like, who else wears like a minor threat T-shirt besides like 5 people? But yeah, no, that was the best. That was so much fun. For a while, nobody knew who the hell they were.
They would just run into the classroom like, hey, it's just a message from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And then go running out.
Yeah, it was harmless.
Speaking of which,
yes.
I mean, hold on. I know I don't want to put this in the news.
Oh. Yikes.
Rest in peace, Mr. Bill Phillips. Boys.
Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Phillips, yeah.
Oh, no, that's
I thought about that
sad.
when we're talking Mayapack and the old days of back in the day at Mayapack. Mr. Phillips.
That sucks. He was a good guy.
Yeah. Was he?
I don't know.
It wasn't my principal. I had Dr. Judy Barron, fucking... remember Dr. Judy, what the fuck was her name? The lady vice principal at Mayapack who had the fucking knee-high boots.
Oh,
knee-high
man.
black leather boots.
Yeah, because we used to be like, look at the boots on that
one.
bitch. No, I remember he was the one. Did we call him? No, that's the guy from Bad Education was called Froggy.
Yeah. But Phillips, his son was in my class, graduated with me.
Okay.
So I got into a fight with his son once. That's the kid I got into a fight with in middle school, where that fucking redneck shop teacher started kicking us with his cowboy boots.
Oh God, yeah. What was his name? He was scary as shit too. And that's the thing, like we were talking about that. I was talking about it with somebody last week where it's just like, these kids, they've never experienced a good punch in the face.
No.
Like, it used to be like, I remember, I had him for math. Was it math?
No. I don't even think he taught.
Who was the one, he was a cowboy, he literally had cowboy engraved in his freaking podium. And he used to beat the shit out of kids.
Oh, God.
I forget, and like I remember,
allegedly,
whatever. I've seen it. I remember one time I walk into his classroom and it just says no, all cut, and we were all like, "What the?" We go sit in our classes, and like we sit down, and he goes, He always had a belt buckle on. He dressed like a cowboy, like he thought he was a cowboy, and he'd be like, "I just wanted to get this right out of the way. Everybody's gonna ask me if I got a haircut. No, I got them all cut." So just point to the board. And, kids would always I saw this guy. I mean, he literally grabbed the kid by the shirt. He was in the front row and pushed him all the way to the back. Because you know how those things had the sliding seats? And, like, shook the shit out of him. We were just, like, looking down like, okay.
Dude, I got into like a shoving match once in, like, what was it? 6th grade with Pat DeFeo.
Pat DeFeo.
And I remember I got into like one of those like fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you, you know, just and fucking next thing I know, boom, I'm on the floor.
Wow.
Fucking Mr. Valente hit me in the head with a garbage can.
Mr. Valente
Fucking clocked me in the head with a fucking garbage can.
I think he was the one. He always said, "I'm going to bounce you out. I'm going to bounce you out of your class." One time we had him, and
I didn't move to. You couldn't move me faster in another math class. My dad threatened to come in and kill the fucker.
Dude, he was a fucking straight out. We'll talk about the TV show I watched, Sopranos. He was straight out fucking Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
I remember he would sit there and we'd do like the the infinite numbers, and he'd go number 5655555 right, and he'd do that. So the rest of us, we'd sit there and we'd fuck with this guy constantly. I'm surprised we didn't get killed. He'd be like, "Fucking Gilroy, I bounce you out of this class. I bounce you out." And I'm like, "All right, whatever, kid." But he would, and he'd do the thing. And he goes, "All right, 555, blah blah blah," and we'd all start going, "Blah blah 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 blah." Or one time he left the classroom and we pushed. He's like, "I got to go to the." I think he said he had to go to the bathroom or something. He was gone for 2 minutes. He leaves the classroom. We all decide to take all of our desks, all of our chairs, and push them against the wall, against the door. Oh. And all you just hear is, I'll bounce all of you out. I got it here. We can tell man back high school stories all fucking day long.
Oh, God, yes.
Or my favorite one was, before we get into it, remember Mrs. Ebel?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I love Mrs.
She was
Ebel.
a sweetheart, but poor woman used to get freaking picked. The worst was her husband, Mr. Ebel, who was the sub. He was like a tall British.
Gay.
Was he gay?
No, his name was Gay.
Oh, that's right, Gay.
Yeah.
Shit. No, but I remember.
Rita and Gay Ebel.
The most fucked up thing I've ever saw in a class was also the class we used to do the fake falls where we just fall and everybody go dick, and she'd be like, "Oh, you boys, just stop doing that." I don't know where I'm getting this fucking
that's not
accent from. No, she didn't. She was like a little old like British woman.
She wasn't even British. He was.
Oh, that's right. Fucking. But she was a vegetarian or vegan or even she was a strict vegetarian. Yep. So my buddy Jim McDonald, God bless Jim McDonald, he's out in Seattle, my boy. It was one of those things where she pulls in the TV, right?
Yeah.
The TV on the cart. That was the best thing. You were like, oh my God, TV in the cart, right? So
we're watching a movie.
We're like, ooh. But my friend Jim switched the tapes and
God.
He puts it in and she goes, "Okay, we're gonna watch a movie on this," and she turns the lights and puts it on, and all of a sudden it comes on and it's a picture of Jim. He videotaped himself. He had a steak about this big, and he's cutting the steak and he goes, "Meat is good," and he starts eating right there. Oh my God, we used to torture these poor teachers, and now you're one of them. And now my child is going to Mayapack High School too.
She's not in my class.
Oh, thank God I have you there, man. Jesus Christ.
I guess to another teacher's like, the only thing I'm worried about, man, is I don't know. She kind of knows where some of the bodies are buried. She's going to talk to other kids and be like, "Well, my dad and Mr. Fatakis, I walked in on them sword fighting once."
Mr. Fatakis, I've seen his balls. Everybody's seen his balls.
He fell asleep on my dad's couch, dick hanging out.
We was telling a story about
I didn't, though, but...
No, she'll come up with something. Oh, no, God. She's still going through the motions of it. I'm
just going to tell her, keep my motherfucking name out your motherfucking mouth.
That's right. You want to fucking... Well, she was, like I said, she had a rough week with the schedule and everything, but I think she's slowly getting it in there. She's slowly but surely, but thank God I have you there.
I've just been trying to peek in on touch base with like her teachers and be like, anything you need, just let me know.
Yeah,
if there's anything going on.
I super appreciate you, man, because like there's that, and then like her first day of school, I had to take Manal into the city to get an endoscopy, and it was like the whole time I'm just like staring at my phone. I'm like, okay, she's in 4th period now. Okay, no incidents yet. Okay. And then you texted saying, like, she has a friend. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, there's a girl I think her schedule changed now.
Oh, no.
Well, didn't you tell me she was changing her schedule? But the girl was, like, in her one class, and then in the period immediately following it, too.
Yeah.
So they were in study hall together, and then English together.
Okay. Well, I think they're still, I don't know. I know they have history together. All I know is they've been Snapchatting. I was like, okay, good. She's got Because that was her main concern, was just like, everybody hates me. I'm going to eat worms shit. But I'm like, hey, look, nobody liked you in the other school either. So,
Fucking high school kids, they'll turn on you in a fucking dime.
You know what it is, too? It's just like with kids now, and I've gone through it, too. I don't want to get too personal.
These kids today, let me tell you.
I don't want to get too personal, but at the same time, it's just like when you set yourself up for it's going to be horrible, it's going to be horrible, it's going to be. I do the same thing, too. Mm-hmm. I expect the worst and then end up hearing the best. If it's anything better than the worst, I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
She's the same way. She's just like, it's going to be horrible. There's a freshman in my class. I fucking hate it. I'm going to go there. I'm going to kill. This is horrible. I want to go home. And then all of a sudden, it's just like Friday. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, shit, I haven't heard from her all day. And then, so, I was just like, oh, I got my Chromebook fixed. And I got my ID. And, oh, my God, I look like Casper the Ghost. I'm like, I sent her a picture of my driver's license, just a picture. I was like, everybody's license looks like shit.
Yeah.
It's an ID thing. If you look fabulous in your ID, something's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, my whole week was just that. Getting her into school.
In Mayapack, they need their IDs to go to the bathroom.
That's what she was telling me. She was just
you get
like,
to the bathroom and they scan your ID so they know where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, she was just like, Dad, I have to get an ID to take a shit. I'm like, I guess, I said better than that. She's like, yeah, it's
every class you walk into, you got to put your phone into the phone caddy.
It's great.
So
that's good.
That's why you don't hear from her during class.
Thank the Lord. So yeah, she's Jackie's been awesome.
Oh, Jackie's amazing.
Big up to Jackie. She's just been really awesome with her, and she's getting through it. So I'm getting through it. Now they're all going back to school. Manal's going back to work. Now I have to deal with the chooch.
Ah, the chooch.
But I have the on-air sign. I put that shit on. I'm just like I
ain't nothing a pillow.
Today's sorry. Exactly.
I'm telling you to take a nap. She could take a nap. Yeah. Like, Mom, take a nap.
This week's lesson is going to be boundaries, everybody. Boundaries.
Ooh.
Learn boundaries. Just because somebody is sitting at their desk making phone calls doesn't mean that they're not working and they're at home.
They're inside your fucking hula hoop.
That's right. Stay inside your hula hoop. Exactly. So, yeah. That's been my fucking week.
Or better yet, for Greg's sake, stay out of my fucking hula hoop. Hey. Get out of my hula hoop.
Out of my hula hoop. I said them today because I was looking at my phone and my mom comes down, chooching away, and she's waving it over my hand like this because I'm trying to refill my prescription, and I'm looking in there and she's like, hello, I'm talking to you, and I was like, I'm on the phone trying to get my Zoloft so I don't fucking kill all of you.
What are you, Mike Tyson over there?
That's where I got it from.
I take Zoloft so I keep from killing all you motherfuckers.
Yeah, and one's like, I'm on 50 milligrams. I'm like, bitch, I'm on 100. So, and right before my divorce, I was on 200. So,
goddamn,
that's a lot of Zoloft. But anyway, I'm better now.
John, you got any news?
Hey, Greg, how's that microphone thing smell?
Oh, geez, it does have a little funk to it.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we're gonna
I fart into when I'm practicing. Just kidding.
Hold on, kids. Time for therapy.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, back to the news.
Suck that electric dick.
It needs a little juice. Anyway.
Whoa.
But anyway, yeah. So what's on the news these days?
Not much. I mean, should I go? Well, both pieces of news I got are music news.
Yeah, well, we can.
James Hetfield makes his motion picture debut.
I saw pictures of it.
He's in a movie with the Dinklage.
Oh, well, fucking the Dinklage, man. Anybody gets a little Dinklage.
But in better news, Scientology has finally broke into the music business. Or should I say Linkin Park's got a new singer?
Yeah, let's get into it because we did talk about
Scientologist and rape apologist.
Scientologist and rape apologist. I like that. Let's share. Wait,
you can't even say that word anymore, right? Isn't
what?
That one of those flagged words?
What? SA or
rage? Rape.
Harambe.
Grape without the G.
Yeah. Well.
No, I feel like it's one of those words, like, like it used to be on, I guess, here, ready? Let's get ourselves flagged, ready?
Yeah.
Remember on Spotify, if you had an episode of the podcast and you talked about COVID-19, you immediately got flagged that your thing may contain misinformation. And I feel like talking about COVID-19... I feel like talking about it and getting flagged. People are going to go, oh, I want to look at this shit. What the fuck
Sure.
did these guys have to say?
Is
What
El-
did these two morons have to say about COVID-19?
Was Elon Musk going to put a little fucking thing on there? It's
Hi,
like,
Uncle Elon. I hope he's listening. Elon, I need a Tesla. Send me one.
Yeah, go fly in that fucking.
Hey, Elon, send me a Tesla. I'll vote Trump.
Go drive around that Batman fucking truck. Anyway,
yeah, Linkin Park's new singer.
yeah, let's get into it because we were saying last week where the countdown went down and then it glitched and started going back up, and people were like, "What the fuck, dude? Just tell us what."
Well, they were waiting for Xenu.
Exactly. So apparently they have this new female singer.
Yeah.
And what was really smart about it, I will say this: they released a single, which I did
Just
put on
one?
just a one,
Just a single?
just a single.
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know where we were going with that, but sure.
Single one. It's a fucking Jesus Christ. I used to be funny, then I got married.
Now my
somebody-
life is one big joke.
I had somebody just sitting behind me all the time going, why you gotta say things like that?
Whatever.
I'm kidding.
It's-
My wife was making some pretty fucking dirty jokes recently. I'm like, shit, where you been?
Wow. Welcome in. Yeah, so they do have it. You know what I liked about it is that they released the song, and then they showed a concert of them doing some of their old stuff with this new singer. She used to be in a band called, I think, Dead Sarah or something like that. Not bad. I mean, look, we talked about it last week. At least I talked about it where, you know, if a band member leaves or dies, you know, in a circumstance, it's like, I think there should be a chart, right?
Okay.
If it's one person, like sometimes it works like AC/DC.
What percent of the band has to be dead before you just call it quits?
Yeah, and what is the main focal point? Now, Chester had a phenomenal voice. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
It's tough to replace him, right?
Yeah.
Same thing when Bon Scott died in AC/DC. They got Brian Johnson, and Back in Black became huge, right?
The fucking rabbit hole I went down this weekend with Alice in Chains.
Oh, I know.
Holy shit.
Well, maybe we should. Well, we could talk about that now, or we
Yeah.
could talk about it in the music news. But
Whichever.
whatever, dude. I think it's all going to be music centric. So, but they did show and like it's good. Like I give it a chance. Like, look, Mike Shinoda, like I said last week, he was like the main songwriter, and I
Right.
watched an interview with them with the new singer and everything. They did like an Apple TV thing or whatever. He just seems like a nice dude.
Okay.
And everybody in the band looks like they don't act like too hit for the room. Like, you know, like our senses told us we should do this, and they're all just a bunch of geeks. Like they're just nerds, and they're just
right.
like. We got together and we decided, like, hey, you know, we missed each other. We were friends, and, you know, we started playing music together. And then we thought, like, maybe we should do this again. Okay, cool. Let's go find something. They found this singer. It's different, you know. It's not. They didn't get a Chester clone. It made me go down the Linkin Park rabbit hole. Like I started listening to them again. I was like, motherfucker, they had some good songs.
Yeah.
And she does justice with them. And the new song is different, but it's cool. Whatever, dude. If they want to do it, that's their right. If you don't want to go, don't go. Don't
right.
listen to it. You know, money talks. Bullshit runs the marathon.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking whatever. If you don't want to go, don't go. It's
Well,
like we
yeah,
were talking about your friend with Oasis. It's like,
oh my god. Well, everybody's all up in arms about the fact that she's a Scientologist and she apologized. You know, she came out in support of Danny Masterson, is that his name?
Yeah.
The guy who was on that 70s show, who is now currently serving jail time for. You got the button more handy.
squeak, squeak, squeak.
You could have let that one go to the end.
Yeah, seriously. He was.
Someone cold as pecker out.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, but then you knew Damage Control was coming. Like, I mean,
What damage control did they do?
she came out and she was just like, you know, I did support him at the time. I didn't have the full details once I found out, which, you know, I'll give her credit for that.
Yeah,
she came out and she
good
said,
for
look,
her.
she's like, look, I supported him. And then, you know, I was there on his behalf. And then once the truth came out with all the stuff, then I was wrong. I was wrong. And I'm sorry.
Dude, at least she owns up to it. Good for her.
Yeah. So fuck off. Who
And dude,
cares? Like,
when it comes to religion, I don't care if you pray to fucking Xenu, fucking Buddha, Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Jesus Christ because I was watching, well...
Did you watch Keep Sweet?
No. Kate and I kept joking about watching it, but I watched someone explain a bit that Richard Pryor did where he walked into a club one night and pretended he was God.
Oh.
And he's like, has anybody seen my son? He's about, 6 feet tall, got a beard, robes, and like, no, you what? You what to him? And like freaks out.
Oh.
It's like, well, what about Martin Luther King? Where's he? Where's it? Wait, what about Kennedy? Wait, you what? Oh, fuck that. You're on your own. And walked out. And everybody didn't know what to make of it. And he was just...
Wow.
Richard Pryor being Richard Pryor.
No,
fucking genius.
Fucking genius, man. Seriously. Yeah, but... Yeah, that's the same thing with religion. Like, look, we've talked about it before on the podcast where, like, I try to separate art from the artist.
Yeah.
Look, Boy George, back in the 80s, he dressed like a woman. Nobody said anything.
No. Fucking Stryper's got some good songs, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. I don't get, Michael Jackson. Look, I was just in the city. We talked about it. I went down with Manal to get her procedure done, and we drove right by MJ the Musical.
Yep.
The man looked at Child's Hiney Holes, and he's got a fucking Broadway show.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you could do some fucked up things if your songs are good. Dude, I'll put on the wall, off the wall right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'll listen to Jackson 5 till the day is long. Sorry. He's a fucked up dude. He's but who cares? I mean,
How will you explain that?
Oh, shit.
you can't explain it.
I can't.
But yeah, good on her. I mean, like I said, vote with your wallet.
That's all right.
If you want to go, I mean, apparently they announced some dates, and
I don't want to go.
It sold out within an hour. I thought it was brilliant that they put out that concert with her in it, and they did all the old songs like half hour. So now you know what to expect.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Judge.
That's what I'm going to see when I go to the show.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm gonna watch it, and I watched the one with the old songs, and she does a good job with it.
Okay.
Good for them. I'm
Good for
happy.
them.
I'm happy for Linkin Park. So anyway,
Well, they're not Oasis. That's under Ticketmaster's under investigation because that whole Oasis debacle.
you were telling me about it. Tell me about it
Now,
again.
Ticketmaster has the demand pricing. So the higher the demand, the higher the price goes.
Mm-hmm.
And people, if you've bought tickets lately on Ticketmaster, it's like when they first go on sale, you get in queue. You get in line.
Yeah.
And you're waiting. It's like, you're number 43, and there's like a little guy running, pretending like... And the price kept going up because so many people were getting in line to get them. So that made the price go up, and they're investigating to see if Ticketmaster purposely held people in queue so that demand would continue to go up so they could raise the prices. Dude,
I mean,
look, who wants to see Oasis that bad? I was telling you before, I got a guy I work with. He got tickets to see them in Dublin, and that means how much are the tickets fucking going for?
they gotta be in the hundreds.
And then he's got to fly over there.
Sure.
And he's got to get a hotel for while he's over there, and all of his other shit while he's over there. It's just to go see Oasis.
Well, look at it this way. People travel to Orlando with their kids and spend thousands of dollars to go see a mouse.
Well, not to see the mouse. I just go to have fun with my family.
Of course, but people, if there's a demand for it, if you want to fly to Dublin,
Maybe Pocahontas shows me. Never mind.
Anybody who buys Oasis tickets though, they got to be careful because if they have 6 dates planned, I think there actually is betting going on, like how long this is going to last before the Gallagher brothers kill each other.
Oh yeah.
So could you imagine if you bought tickets for like their 5th date, and by the 2nd date they're punching each other in the face?
And I think it was the same
Could
guy.
happen.
I may be getting the story wrong, but I think he had tickets to go see one of the Gallagher brothers up at like SPAC.
Okay.
And he's like, and we're sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden, like, people spend all this money, and this fucking sign comes up on the screen that's like, please evacuate. They got like a bomb scare. But there was like nobody there. And they're like, I think it was just he didn't want to fucking play to like nobody. So he's like, fuck this. I'm not playing. They're like, oh, we'll just say that we got like a bomb scare or something like that and send everybody out of here. I was like,
That's a different bomb.
yeah, he's a fucking bomb.
The ticket's bombed. But anyway,
That's my news.
Yeah, there's a lot of music stuff going on between my whole feed has been all about Linkin Park, which I'm like, that's great, and Oasis, and what was the other? Oh, there was that thing with Green Day. Did you hear that one? They were playing a concert in the middle of it.
Oh yeah,
and they all just ran off stage
because they got a bomb threat.
There was a drone flying over the crowd, and people were like, fucking punk rock pussies, they gotta run off stage because of a drone. 2 words, Dimebag Darrell. All right,
Yeah.
You never know. They kind of pussed, they see a drone and they're like, oh fuck. but you got to be careful. I mean, and that's why I said, because we were talking to Manal, she's like, that's kind of weird. They would just run off stage. I'm like, nowadays, between Dimebag getting killed on a stage and that whole thing that went on in Vegas where the guy was just basically sitting in just picking off people, like, you don't know. But they did kind of look like, let's call a spade a spade. They looked like little bitches right on that stage.
Oh, whatever. But yeah, that was that whole music thing. I don't know why with Linkin Park, it got me going down that fucking Alice in Chains rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And dude, that is just like, I can't even imagine where he'd be now if he was still alive.
And it's really
I just never really appreciated how fucking good they were.
Yeah, and that, like I said I posted on there the fact that they're like the one band where like the heavy, they could take their songs and they translate from heavy to acoustic seamlessly.
Fucking amazing.
I mean, Alice in Chains Unplugged is probably their best record.
Yeah.
I love all their heavier stuff.
And that's when he was really fucked up, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you see him on the stool during that thing, he's like...
And fun fact, for you, fun fact for your knapsack, that's ours. The bass player, Mike, it was Mike Inez, because he was already out, the old one that died. There's that thing on there, friends don't let friends get friends' haircuts.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's from?
No.
Fun fact, Metallica went to go see them at that show, and they were in the front, and that's right when they cut their hair. So he wrote that on his face to the Metallica guys, like friends don't let their friends cut friends' hair, because they sat, and it was right during Load when they all cut their hair, and he was just like, oh boy, because they're really good friends, Alice in Chains and those, but. Yeah,
That's
it got
a
me down
story too.
Yeah, it got me down in the.
And what was that band that he created basically while in rehab after the band took a hiatus and he got together with a bunch of other
Mad Season.
Okay,
that was with.
That's just as. I mean, that's fucking good too.
Some of the guys from Pearl Jam were in it. Yeah, that's really good. And it was funny because Tolly posted something. He's like, "Oh, they should get back together and go with this." I'm like, Tolly,
no.
They've put out like 3 albums, Alice in Chains, with this guy, William Duvall.
Yeah.
They're fucking awesome, those albums. I mean, the harmonies alone. They're just, I'm a big harmony guy.
Yeah.
Like, even in the cover band stuff, like, you should sing some, you should get some lead vocal songs. I was like, dude, I just love doing harmonies. Like, I just love to pick the harmony out and do it, and it sounds amazing. Like, I'll be Richie Sambora. I don't give a shit. Their harmonies alone were just amazing. But I will give credit to William Duvall. They did put out 3 albums with this William Duvall guy. I forget the names of the albums, but I mean, I'll put them fucking Pepsi Challenge with some of the older stuff, and it's really good.
Right.
It's different. I mean, because Lane, that's another one. He dies.
And what are you supposed to do?
Remember. Well, I can't remember his name now. The guitar player.
Yeah.
Not Lane Staley died, but he wrote he sang a lot of the songs. Like Lane was he was definitely the front guy. Jerry Cantrell. He's the one who, like, if you listen to Jerry Cantrell's solo stuff, it's Alice in Chains, dude.
Yeah.
He wrote all that stuff. And technically, all right, so really Jerry and Sean Kenny, the drummer, are the only 2 original guys. Mike Starr died, Celebrity Rehab.
God.
Yeah, he was another one. Both him and Lane were like heroin buddies.
Yep.
Yeah, so... But I highly recommend, if you haven't really checked out some of the later Alice in Chains stuff, maybe I'll put some on the playlist. Some really good stuff.
I went down some weird rabbit holes of music, man.
And I posted also to Code Orange doing a cover down the hole, which,
You sent that to me.
Yeah, that's Reba. Good old Reba. I love her, man. She's great.
I found myself in a weird music rabbit hole this weekend, though.
Yeah.
Because I did one of those, like, I usually look on Spotify at, like, what Spotify is recommended to you because of your listening habits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just went to Release Friday.
Yeah.
Which is everything. And I just hit it and I go play. And I listen to the beginning of the song, and either the beginning of the song hooks me, and I'm like, I want to see where this is going to go, or I'm just like, fuck, no bail.
Yeah.
And I'm just next, and a couple of songs I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I think I put some of them on the playlist. So
Yeah, we'll go through it in the music news and stuff. But yeah, we went down a little music.
That's okay.
A little early music thing, just because that's what's going on in the news, man. A lot of shit going on with music stuff. So we can go into movies. We could start that shit and see how that goes. I know I did see a movie, a Netflix
what'd you
jam,
see?
and you saw one of the new releases, which I keep looking over there and I keep going, God damn it, I forgot Wolverine again.
oh, it's okay.
Motherfucker. Well, we'll fuck its face later.
I got 3 movies on my list.
3?
3.
All right. You want to do backseat fortsies?
Okay. How many you got?
I only got the one.
Oh. All right, well, I watched Rebel Ridge
Rebel Ridge.
on Netflix.
That's a Netflix jam. Okay.
It's new. It's all right.
Is
It's
that
an action. It's like Rambo. It's basically fucking Rambo.
I saw the preview and I was like, yeah, this is Rambo. Like the cops are picking on him.
Yeah.
And
You know
he
what
gets
it is?
revenge.
His cousin's arrested. He's trying to get to his cousin to bail him out. These cops see him on a bike, knock him down, take the $30,000 he's got, and then his cousin goes to fucking jail.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll go get my cousin out. And then his cousin gets killed in jail. He's like, I gotta get fucking revenge.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe we just let this go. And then I was like, nah. That's in the fucking trailer that they keep showing. But like it's good. What I like about it was like a slow build
Okay.
up to like, some nice action and shit like that. But it always felt like the action wasn't. You know when they present action in an action movie and it's like, look, this is good.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we got some shit coming for you later on.
Oh,
This is just
yeah.
a taste.
Yeah, okay.
All you got was the fucking taste.
They blew their load right there.
And it I mean, in the middle, it was like it got really slow, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And at the end, it was like, wait, there's no big fucking blow everything up action, whatever. I was like, the fuck is this? And then the way they ended it, I was like, wait, fucking that's it? That's what you're giving me at the end here? Oh my fucking Lord.
Fucking diapers. I shit my pants
Yeah.
every day. I can't walk. I can't hum.
I can't. I literally.
That's how you felt. That's how you felt after the movie. You were just like, I'm in fucking diapers.
Look, spoiler. We know his cousin dies, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I've told you that. Whatever. But like, they lead you to believe that like they arrested his like something happened during his cousin's arrest that they were like hell bent on like this guy not getting his cousin out.
Now what did the cousin do to get arrested?
I don't even fucking remember, like possession or something like that. I fucking know.
Like they're
Because
fucking hell bent on keeping him in jail for something.
Yeah, no, the whole point of it was like they tell you and they get the memory card, but then you never find out like what it was. What was the thing that like that happened during his cousin's arrest that they were like, this cannot get out? I mean, there's a lot of plot holes, which I can usually forgive if it's a nice like fucking action film.
Yeah.
Like Kat and I watched what was the fucking the action movie with The Rock and
Well, there you lose a couple IQ points just
no,
on the Rock.
it's an old one with The Rock where he's like a enforcer for a loan shark, and he's got to go to
Is that
Stifler's in it.
Yeah, oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
Stifler.
Walking Tall.
No, it wasn't.
It was something tall. Like I remember he walks around with the 2x4 like he's
No, that's not it. It's The Rock.
Hacksaw, like he's like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho! Walking around. Come on, I know. I'm saying it's Walking Tall.
No, because Walking Tall was where he was a cop.
Right? Rock, it was
All right.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll just pull up his IMDb.
It was on Netflix, so I'm just gonna go on Netflix.
Just, yeah, what did you watch recently?
How do you see what you watched recently on Netflix?
I don't know. My list?
no,
No.
I'm just gonna go
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
There it is. The Rundown.
Oh, okay.
It's a cheesy, bad movie, but it's a fun watch.
Yeah, yeah,
Rosario Dawson's in it.
Always a treat.
And it's one of those movies, like Kate and I are watching, and I always say this, it's like one of those movies I'm watching, I'm going, I feel like I've watched this.
yeah.
This seems familiar. Wait, did I see this before? Whatever, I'm just going to keep watching it.
Hey, look, man, if it keeps your attention, who cares how, if it's new or old or what have you.
I had a lot of those movies this week, but anyway, so, I mean, I don't know, Rebel Ridge, meh. Skip it, fucking watch it, who gives a fuck?
What do you give it on the Pallage?
2.
2? That's 2.
2.
2?
I mean, my second movie
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I'm actually we're planning on seeing it
I'm
tomorrow.
not going to spoil anything.
Okay.
It's a nice trip down Michael Keaton memory lane. You know, I like the way they deal with the fucking dad who's a yeah, I don't even know what the fuck he did.
Oh, he had some CP.
Oh, okay, so CP guy. Okay.
Yeah, he was one of those.
He
actually hired a kid.
Wasn't
to
he?
pose.
Wasn't he the principal too in Ferris Bueller? No.
Rooney.
Was he Rooney?
Yeah, he was Rooney.
Okay. Anyway,
9 times.
yeah, he, not too much of it. He gets killed by he's coming back from a bird watching expedition, and
he loved the birds,
and his plane crashes, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's horrible! He died in a plane crash." I'm like, "Well, no, he survived the plane crash, and he climbed up on a wing." And the other people are like, "Come over here with us!" And then a giant shark leapt up and bit him. So in the afterlife, it's just a body walking around, bitten off halfway down, so they don't have to show him. But when they talk about
explain that?
They explained it right. Okay.
And when they show you the flashback of him getting killed and everything like that,
Yeah.
they do it in claymation.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
let me ask another thing. We'll put this up here just because. I mean, we already talked about Naughty Boy, but now did they explain the deets? Like the Alec Baldwin and
yes, they found a loophole and passed on.
they did. Okay,
There you go.
All right, perfect.
That
was the one thing
I went up nice.
Yeah, freaking Pedro and I were like,
How will you explain that?
I mean, making Rooney eat it.
Right.
You know, that's
Well, look, it's not as good as the first one. Which the first one
how
was,
could it be?
right? But it's fun.
Here's the deal, see.
We're gonna get married.
I'm the ghost with the most, baby.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose. That's the only way I can. That's the only way I can do Beetlejuice. Is just those 3 lines. That's
it.
Yeah, I can only do. Here's the deal, see.
Nice fucking model. You know that line where he goes, "Nice fucking model," and kicks the tree?
Yeah.
He kicks the tree, it falls over, and he goes, "Nice fucking." That was improvised because the tree wasn't supposed to fall. So he's talking to the set people. He's like, "Nice fucking model." Anyway, it was good.
Honk, honk.
I look, go see it. Give it the money. Give it the money in the theater. This way, maybe we get more fun stuff like this. And
I mean, the second one they call Beetlejuice. They have to make a third one just so you can do Beetlejuice. I mean,
yeah.
Here's the deal, see. Seen The Exorcist 157 times, and it keeps getting funnier every time I watch it. Not to mention you're talking to a dead guy. That was close enough. Anyway.
He's available for parties, people.
That's right. Anyway. Wow, that burned my nose. Yeah, so Beetlejuice.
Give me your movie, and then I'll give you my last one. Beetlejuice. I give it 3.5.
Okay.
And I only say 3.5 with a nice J curve.
I did
and
see
Kate was like, what does that even fucking mean? And I was like, it means it's a 3.5, but it's like a good 3.5.
Yeah, you need that extra J curve.
That's right.
If linga longa, you go back to the old
hit the old G spot.
Now, the one that I saw, and the the only reason I will disclose, I will disclose that
I think I dated her.
the 2 reasons we watched this movie, it's a Netflix jam. One, because we watched the trailer and we're like, wow, this looks pretty creepy. I'll do. Second of all, there's been a TikTok going around. It's got Glenn Close in it. And this clip, I'm just going to put it here.
What did she say?
I can smell your nappy pussy.
I can smell your nappy pussy?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, the movie was called The Deliverance, and it was going around on TikTok that big.
Wait, the banjo movie?
That's what I said. Because when I was like, she kept cackling at this part because Glenn Close, Cruella DeVille herself, says, I can smell your nappy pussy. And we just started laughing about it. And she's like, yeah, it's from this movie, The Deliverance. And I'm like, you mean like... She's like, what the fuck no, it's got Glenn Close in it. I'm like, Deliverance does not have Glenn Close in it. She's like, I was like, Ned Beatty's in it. Fucking squeal like a pig. She's like, no, it's called The Deliverance. And I'm like, oh, it's a different movie? let's go check it out. So we put it on because she showed me the clip. It's a Netflix jam. It's a story about this family.
Don't give it all away, though.
No, I won't give it all away. I'm just going to make some nice points to it. I will recommend that you see it. It's a possession-type movie. It's a tale as old as time. It's supposedly based on a true story, which, I mean, okay. The one thing I will notice about, because Glenn Close is in it, and it centers around this mother who has 3 children. The father is off in Iraq. He's fighting in Iraq.
Okay.
They've been moving the house to house. Her mother has cancer, terminal cancer. So they move in with grandma.
Okay.
And they, and it was so funny because there was one point where she's just bitching at her daughter, like about cooking and stuff. And she just looks at me and goes, Mimi.
Oh, shit.
Like criticizing about stuff. But first of all, I'm watching this and I'm like, wait, she's the mother. It's very African American. It's very black. The mother, all the kids, black as
Make it
Wesley.
black or make it gay.
Wesley Snipes black. I mean, we're not talking cafe latte. We're talking, no offense, but Glenn Close is the mother. She's white. And I was watching and I go, I went to Pedro.
How will you explain that?
How is Glenn Close the mother of these, now the daughter was kind of like, she looked kind of lighter skinned. Okay. So I'm like, maybe apparently that's the thing is that finally, like, halfway through the movie, maybe 3/4, they explain,
how will you explain that?
They explain it because Glenn Close, her father, it was a black man, and they had these kids together. So, like, she's the mother, but I'm like, how are they going to, are they telling me that Glenn Close is supposed to be African American? Because she is far from it.
Yeah. She's so white, she's almost see-through.
She was great in the movie. She was really good. Let me tell you, how old is Glenn Close? You got to pull that up. Like, I told Manal, too, I'm like, she looks great for her age. Like, she's
like 77.
77. She's still put together and everything. She looked great. And she has the wig because she's having cancer. But all I'll say about it is that weird stuff starts happening in the house, and they just moved into the house because she's been back and forth. She's down on her luck. She's an alcoholic. The child services keep coming over, and they're like, because they see bruises on the kids, and they're like, we're going to take your kids away if you don't straighten your shit out. But then the kids start acting weird, and they don't understand why, so shenanigans ensue, usually within the possession. But really good job. I would give it 3.5 pals.
All right.
It's like I said, it's a Netflix jam. We only want just to see Glenn Close with no hair, looking very ghoulish, saying, "I can smell your nappy pussy."
I can smell your nappy pussy.
And that one, it was going around TikTok. People were putting it on. So Manal showed it to me, and as soon as that part came up, she was like, "Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! Here it comes!" I'm like, I know what's gonna happen. Kind of took the thrill out of it. But anyway, yeah. The Deliverance, if you get a chance to see it on Netflix, I highly recommend it. It was a good possession story. Way better than that fucking Exorcist movie that came out. I'll give you that. Some really twisted shit in it. So, I twisted is in my alley.
Well, my third one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at there. This is a great party. Love your hair over there. Hey, I just checked out this new movie that was on the HBO Max Prime. Have you ever seen that brand new movie, Goodfellas?
No.
Fuck, I offered you a chance when we could have done something, and you blew it!
I did blow it. So I texted both you and Justin, going like, I'm watching this movie. How have I never seen this before?
And I'm surprised because when you mentioned the name of the movie, I'm like, dude, that's right up your alley.
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
Like
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Dude,
classic.
The fucking over-the-top death scenes. The kid who runs into the branch and impales himself. And the way they're like, these kids are killing themselves. They came out here to kill themselves.
I think it kind of got buried just because I think it came out around the same time as Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, that's probably
so
why.
It was kind of like Shaun of the Dead, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Well, still great. I mean,
it's free on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I mean, it's
what was the other? Look, I liked it. The whole premise of the movie, if people don't know, is like Tucker and Dale are best friends. And they buy this like vacation cottage in the woods that literally looks like fucking something straight out of Evil Dead.
Yeah.
And they're like, this place is great. And on the way up, these kids like pass them on the road. They pass these kids on the road, and the kids are like, those hillbillies are going to kill us. And they run into them at a store. And there's a legend of this person who went crazy and killed all these people in the woods up there.
Okay.
And these kids think that Tucker and Dale are going to kill them. And in like their fear of Tucker and Dale killing them, they wind up accidentally killing themselves.
Oh, jeez. I haven't seen it in a long time, but like I remember seeing it and really enjoying it. And then you're like, yeah, I saw this. I'm like, really? You've never? Because like I said before, I'm like, that's like your style of horror.
Oh,
like
yeah,
you love
totally.
that style,
I love
like the
funny
Evil
horror.
Dead and Tucker and Dale and Shaun of the Dead and movies like that. There was another one. Bubba Hotep. That's a good one too. Have you ever seen Bubba Hotep?
Is so good.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, the kill count. You can watch the kill count. The kill count was great. Yeah, Tucker and Dale.
That was the other one they were suggesting after I watched that. That same guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember what else he's in.
Todd Dudley went after it and accidentally killing his brother. Todd and his fiance must dispose of the evidence and anyone who might suspect them. Oh, that looks good. I've
Dude,
never heard of it.
Dude, I'm gonna watch this one next because it's like they go away to have this like vacation, and his brother shows up and he gets into a fight with the brother.
What the guy? I mean,
How will you explain that? A dead
We're
man in
fucking
their beds still
high.
smelling of cum.
we're fucking high.
It's my water bottle.
Man, we are off the fucking rails today.
But he gets into a fight with his brother, and he fucking takes an axe to his head. And he's like, "Oh shit, what the hell did I just do?"
Uh-oh.
And then they got to kill the girlfriend.
Whoops.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose, baby. Yeah, that's good. So Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, it was good.
I'll have to watch it. I mean, like I said, there is a kill count from the boys at Dead Meat, which is if you ever want to just watch. But watch the whole movie. Support
I
it.
did.
Support it.
It's so good. I don't really have any TV other than the fucking chimp lady.
Let's just get into fucking chimp
Chimp
crazy.
fucker.
Chimp fucker. I love that you text me and you're like, "Have you watched a new episode of Chimp Fucker yet?" And I'm like, "What? Oh, Chimp Crazy. Yeah."
And
no.
you know what's funny? Kate didn't watch it with me, and like I thought she had watched it with me like a little bit, and she didn't. And last week I was watching it, and she's like, "Oh, I thought this was like literally like someone who has like a thing going with like Asian." Like, no. So she started watching, and she goes, "This is fucking nuts," and I'm like, "Yeah." And I told her, I was like, we watched the preview so she can get caught up because she didn't watch episodes 1 and 2. So then she sat and watched episode 3 with me. It was just like, the fucking monkey's right there.
Oh my God, what is the name of the episode too? I was fucking cackling that what they called it. I could look it up on my thing too. Because they had all the different
The
episodes.
show's called Chimp Crazy.
Episode got
Headshot.
Headshot, yeah. Because I was like, I didn't catch the name of the episode until after I watched it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh man, Headshot, really? Because they talk about that other chimp.
That they had to shoot him in the head.
Yeah, because they literally tore that woman up, who I
yeah.
believe is still alive.
Yeah. Well, the second episode, you had the woman with the cake got torn apart.
Yeah, they talked about Cake Lady, which is an old story.
And this one was a different lady, right?
Yeah, this was a totally different lady.
A friend came to the house who had watched that chimp too.
Yeah.
Chimp sat.
Yeah.
Fucking ripped her apart.
Ripped her apart.
Ripped her eyes out.
And the woman who had the chimp was just like, shoot it in the head, kill it, shoot it. And like, she had no remorse. She was just like, you tore up my friend. Fucking put this chimp out.
And the cop who was like, he ripped the fucking door off my cruiser.
Yeah.
And threw his arms over his head and stood there and screamed.
Yeah.
And like looked at me as like, please just kill me and end this for me.
It was so sad.
Yeah.
Like, it's just chimps being chimps, man. You can't fault them.
Oh, they're all cute when you first get them. It's like puppies and kittens, and then you know what puppies and kittens become? Cats and dogs.
Yeah, exactly. So now Tonka,
Well, puppies don't become cats, and kittens don't become dogs.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
It's anarchy.
Yeah. I do want. I'm so tempted to kind of see if this chimp lady is still around because I really
I don't
hope.
want to know.
I don't want to know because I am hoping that at the end of the show she is torn apart by that ape.
Oh, dude. Well, you know what else too? This is the people who did Tiger King.
Oh yeah,
but they did something else. The Tiger King people, and I can't remember what, and I don't care what, because I feel like in the realm of ridiculousness, this thing's on fucking par with Tiger King.
Oh yeah,
This lady's right up there with fucking Joe
Well, that-
Exotic.
yeah. Well, that's why they got the fake director to come over and do that stuff, because Chimp Lady knew. She was like, I ain't fucking letting this guy come near me. She's gonna make me look. He's gonna make me look like Joe Exotic. So it's the same guy, but it was so messed up for the fact that they revealed. Obviously, I mean, it was
pass it down.
exactly.
Sorry,
It did come out that in the end of the second episode that Tonka's alive.
yes.
So I'm like,
How will you explain that?
yeah. I mean, Pedro and I, after the second episode, we were like,
She had a whole fucking thing planned.
and they go back to the director. It was interesting. They showed how she got away with it. Basically, drugged Tonka, put him in the backseat of the car, and went on a road trip.
Yep.
Now, could you imagine if Tonka wakes up? Like, how will you explain that? I keep bringing Pedro back in because, like, how do you drugged it, and then he went on a long trip, and
And you got to keep drugging him.
They must have, because if that fucking chimp wakes up, friend or not, he is going fucking ape on you.
Oh, yeah.
And how she survived, I don't know, but they get that fucking other guy.
It was in the trailer. It wasn't like he was in a cage in a trailer, in the big trailer they had.
Oh, he was in
It's
a
not
truck.
like he was in the back seat.
Oh,
in a baby
okay.
seat. Oh,
I
shit. No.
seriously thought like they drugged him, threw him in a truck, and just fucking took off.
They drugged him and then put him in a cage.
Okay.
And then put him in that trailer, their chimp trailer.
Yeah.
And then drove across the country, wherever to him.
And that other fucking psychopath, they're just like, you're basically aiding and abetting at this point. And he's just like,
I don't care.
Whatever. He's like, they dug up his old chimp.
Yeah.
Now, was that the one that was shot in the head? No.
No, but they dug up his chimp that they had to kill because it got all crazy.
Yep.
And was like, here you go, and just fucking put its shit in a fucking box for them. And then they cremated the remains that they had left of that chimp.
Which was like barely anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like...
I still say the bag of fucking ashes looks like cake batter.
It does. I wanted to make a nice fucking muffin out of it. But yeah, it's... Now, when did the new episodes drop?
Tonight.
They drop tonight.
Tonight at 9.
Ooh.
9 or 9:30. When we're done here, I'm going upstairs with the wife and...
Going upstairs to watch the chimp crazy.
like my grandpa used to say, I'm going upstairs to watch TV.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm anxious to see where it goes. I mean, I like I said, I'm so tempted to Google it. That's a Manal trick. My sweetheart always does that, where she's like, we'll be watching something, it'll be like a 10-part fucking episode, and she's like, honey, what are you doing? She's like, I'm just Googling to see what happened, because like I can't sit through fucking 10 episodes. It's like, I want to be like, is she alive? Is she not? Like, did she
I don't
want to
know yet. I want to be surprised.
It seems to be like it's going in that way, like, because they show Cake Lady, then they show the husband with the nose that mysteriously died of natural causes.
Yeah.
And then this other episode, so it's kind of like, oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not hopeful, but
Old Chimpy is going to get friggin', I mean, at the same time, like, with PETA, too, I mean, I understand that they're doing right by the animal. Like, we should save this animal. But I think at this point, if the bitch... What up, losers?
Can you hear me now, Fredward?
Yeah, Fredward. At this point, like, I don't even know where I was getting at, but it's almost just like...
The Cake Lady and then the friend who got
like,
ripped
it
apart
seems
by
to
the
be going
freaking
that
ape.
way,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? But I was saying about PETA, like, PETA's looking out for the best interest of the animals, and I get it. But at the same time, look, if the bitch wants to keep a fucking chimp in her house, let her just keep a chimp in the house. Because, survival of the fittest. Let it fucking...
You know how those people get taken care of?
Yeah.
A fucking chimp rips them apart.
It's called... it's Darwinism. All right?
That's right.
Let him fucking,
This year's winner of the Darwin Awards goes to Chimp Fucker.
Yeah, I mean, Tonka doesn't seem like he's, he's just chilling out in this thing.
He seems happy.
Yeah, I mean,
as happy as you could be locked in it's basically he's in prison.
Yeah, but I don't know. They let the other chimps run out in the
Well,
wild.
we'll find out more tonight. I didn't look up Joe fucking Exotic when I was watching Tiger King.
Yeah.
I'm not looking this lady up. I don't want to know. I want to be surprised.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with her. But yeah, I'm in on the chimp crazy. This is stupidity. The only other thing I did watch, I'll say real quick, is the There's a new documentary out on David Chase about the making of Sopranos.
Oh.
I started watching it. I will give the full review next week because
I'm just going to text my wife. I want to find out what the fucking show she was telling she watched that she wanted you to know about.
Yeah, she's got to give me the 411 on that, or she can come down here and tell us herself. Yeah, I watched the Soprano one. I started watching it. I'll give the full review next week because it's interesting. It's interesting. They show a lot of the auditions, the people that were considered to be Tony. Like originally they wanted, which I'm glad that they didn't, was the Lorraine Bracco, who played Dr. Melfi. They wanted her to be Tony's wife.
Ugh.
And she's like, I did that in Soprano. I mean, I did that in Goodfellas. Like, I don't want to do that again. Like,
There's a spider. I'm gonna be pissed.
No, there's no spider.
There's
we gotta
a fake
ask.
one on the floor.
Step on that fucker.
kill it.
What is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the wife.
It's my wife.
It's
It's a
Spider.
magnet. Come here.
up?
Come over here.
Now come sit on the third mic.
Dog's upstairs.
All right, hold on. You can take my mic here. But tell us,
What is?
what was the documentary you wanted?
There's some show you were watching that you wanted to ask Greg about. I couldn't find it in my text message. You were watching it on Max. You were like, I've watched a couple of episodes. You said you were going to text Greg about it to see if he's seen it.
Oh. I don't
Oh,
know.
she don't know now.
Oh, Taken Together. Who Killed Lyric and Elizabeth? It's on Max.
On Taken
Yeah.
Together?
Taken Together. I have not seen that, and it's on Max.
Yeah.
Would you recommend that for? Because we're kind of in the same.
It's fucking sad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling about the one we watched about the guy that like killed his kids and wife.
You've seen
And
that.
he said
saw
I
that.
saw that
Yeah,
one. He goes,
there's a
he dumped
couple.
their bodies down a silo.
Yeah, the two kids. She dropped them
Yeah.
in the sun.
He.
What a fucking
We were
dude.
saying the power of Punani.
The power of vagina. Seriously.
He killed it over he killed his kids and his wife and his unborn child so he could be with his girlfriend.
Look, I'll say it to the audience. Divorce sucks, right? But you don't want to kill your kids over it, for God's sakes. You know?
You leaving me?
I left the dogs alone.
I even had like headphones and a mic here for
You're
you.
just all quick. Come down.
That's the only way I can get you to come. Come down. Come down.
Fucking diapers. I shit my
She
pants.
can't hear that. She didn't put the headphones on. She can't even hear them.
She won't know.
We have Vigo. We have Vigo
We're
Mortensen.
fucking hacks.
What do you mean you have Viggo Mortensen?
We have a sound clip of Vigo Mortensen.
Like an
Yeah.
oil storage tank. Is that the guy? Yeah. Eddie, I think it was. It was, we'll mention it. It's the oil store. Yeah, they take the kids and they dump them in the tank. Am I playing Vigo?
Yeah.
Fucking diapers. I shit my pants every day. I can't walk. I can't hump. You know? Go ahead and kill me, you cocksucker.
What movie is that from?
That's Carlito's Way.
Carlito's Way.
Yo, shut the fuck up, Carlito.
Shut the fuck up, Carlito.
Oh, man. Carlito's Way is the best.
No.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the guy worked on like doing like
Carlito's
stats on,
got a
like,
good wig in that one.
the guy worked doing stats on like some oil company thing, and
Yeah.
he went and inspected their sites. He's like, I know how to get rid of a body. I'll just dump one out by this oil tank site that only I go to.
Yeah, it was a freaking sad thing. I mean, people like that. Did he end up going to jail, or did he?
Yeah, he in jail.
He in jail, or
He
did
in
he?
jail.
I was hoping he didn't, because
No,
I'd
he
rather
in
see
jail.
him suffer.
He in jail.
Like I said with the guy from Keep Sweet, I was like, I hope he gets freaking essayed by 100 men.
Yes, that's right. Keep sweet, pray, obey.
Keep sweet, pray and obey, baby.
All right, you want to do music?
Let's do the music, man.
Oh, is it? Oh, yes,
It certainly is.
it is. There's a lot of music.
You know, it's enough.
All the stupid ones I found were like literally. I was like, I think I even sent you one of them, and I was like, this sounds like if fucking EDM, electronic dance music.
Yes.
Oh, my brother's asking what our thoughts on Linkin Park are. If electronic dance music was mixed with screamo with a touch of '90s industrial.
Yeah. No, I mean, just to let you know there, Fred, Linkin Park, I'm all for it. Not bad. Go check out their live video that they did with some of the older ones.
Yeah.
Or just linger longer. Listen to the beginning of the episode. Rewind. So anyway, as far as like new music goes, I mean, you might have some new stuff. I mean, What I saw on my Discover really is just a lot of the same. I did see, like I said, I did put the new Linkin Park song on there, The Empty This Machine. That's on there, so go check it out and judge for yourself. Some of the new stuff that came out, our buddy Dizzy has another new song out. It's called Wanted. Go support the Diz, man. He's always putting out some stuff, man. He's a hustler. He goes out there and he rocks. Just him, and that's it. That band we talked about, Palisade.
Yes.
They have 4 songs out. They put out another song. It's an EP. Really good band. A very gothic kind of, and they're Canadian, so they're like French Canadian actually.
Oui.
So yeah, oui. Boo boo shit. It's fucking whatever. So they have a song out called Repares Troubles. Okay. Red Gold Green. Talked about them. Green. Love those guys. They have a song out called Bounce. Really, really good stuff. They mix. This song is okay, but they've got some way better songs. But I still like that they're doing stuff. What else did they come out? Nothing real. I mean, Off With Their Heads. Love that band. They just came out with another single called Speakers Push the Air. Really good band. I was kind of bummed that I didn't. We were supposed to go to that show to see Quicksand, and Off With Their Heads was supposed to play with them, but they didn't for that particular show. But we didn't end up going to the show anyway because it was a little. We felt our age after that.
I'm old, and
we're like, let's just sell them. Other than that, really, I mean, that was kind of it. Really, I mean, Dr. Feelgood Live. Why would you put Motley Crue? What are you doing? First, you do a Beastie Boys cover. Now you're releasing a live version of that. Nobody wants to hear you live. I mean, fucking Vince is horrible. Venom, black metal. I guess it's live in Santa Monica. Okay.
Right.
Just One More Time, Part 2. We talked about Blink-182. Confessions of the Fallen by Stained.
Boo.
They have a new album out. Really nothing to write home about. I'm going to look on the playlist. I believe that there were some other songs on there that I was not aware of that got popped on there.
I think Justin popped.
Justin put on a song from Spirit Box. They have a single out called Soft Spine. I don't know much of the Spirit Box, but what I did listen to, I did enjoy. And we did talk. You talked briefly about Kim Deal.
Yes.
I did listen to that song.
And?
I mean, it's really good, man. I love Kim Deal. She's my first bass crush, man. Girl bass crush. It was Hot Water Music. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, Hot Water Music. I love that band, too. It was Hot Water Music and Quicksand we were going to go see. And Off With Their Heads was going to play. And they didn't, so we said, what are you going to do? Other than that, really, there hasn't been that much. We talked a lot about it, the music stuff in the beginning. Yeah. Linkin Park, like we told Ed, go rewind. Or check us out, as soon as this drops, it drops on YouTube, and then if you want the not edited, but the cleaned up podcast version, that usually pops up during a week. Well, this episode was a little bit off the rails. I mean, I think we're both a little tired, a little slap happy.
I gotta fucking go to work tomorrow. I don't want to work.
Everybody's got.
Mommy, win the lottery.
It's like my what did my father used to say? Somebody's got to work around here. Or it was my mom. Somebody's got to work. I don't know. It was everybody just fucking work that 9 to 5. Like I said, look, if you like, share, and subscribe to this playlist, and we get some followers and subscribers, we'll monetize this stuff. Maybe we can quit our jobs.
That's right.
Well, I want to be like those freaking weirdos that you see on YouTube that make hundreds of thousands of dollars. And we could do it from the privacy of our own little basement.
Yay.
Yeah, so we're just as good as those fuckers. So why don't you give us some stars? You can give us some stars on Facebook. You could like, share, subscribe, and get those numbers up so we can actually quit our jobs.
That's right.
That would be great.
And I could stop giving hand jobs at truck stops.
Oh, please, you do that for free.